Today, we're diving into a story that celebrates the magic of unexpected love blossoming against the backdrop of history and tradition. Imagine an Easter not simply marked by egg hunts and spring flowers, but one painted with the rich hues of romance and the timeless dance between fate and hope. Welcome to the best history and romance Easter guide. A before and after journey that will inspire your heart, remind you of the beauty and perseverance, and rekindle your belief in love's gentle power. Let us start by stepping back in time before the Easter baskets and pastel colors filled the day. Before the laughter of children searching under blooming trees, Easter was largely a solemn celebration of renewal and rebirth. Rooted deeply in ancient rituals and spiritual reflection, in many cultures, this season carried a quiet promise of spring bringing life, light, and new beginnings. It was a time when people looked not just at the world around them, but inward, seeking transformation and healing after long winters. But amid this serious tone, real stories of love quietly unfolded. Picture a small village, the air still chilly, but the first hints of warmth teasing the earth. A young woman named Eliza waiting for news from her beloved, Thomas, who had been away at sea for months. Each day, she walked to the edge of town, hoping to catch a glimpse of his returning ship. Clutching a simple Easter lily, she had grown herself an emblem of purity, hope, and unwavering devotion. Eliza and Thomas's story reminds us that love often begins with patience. It thrives in the spaces between longing and presence, in faith that what feels absent now can bloom beautifully tomorrow. Their Easter was not yet joyful, but filled with a quiet anticipation that mirrors so many of our own hearts when waiting for love to bloom. As time passed, traditions evolved. Easter began to carry more celebration alongside reflection, more warmth alongside reverence. Chocolate eggs, playful hunts, and colorful dresses became part of the narrative, inviting families to come together and share moments of joy. Alongside this, love stories found new ways to weave into Easter's fabric, romantic proposals beneath budding trees, secret notes left in spring bouquets, and promises whispered over candlelit dinners scented with fresh blossoms. Now imagine the after Easter transformed by love that endured and softened life's harsh edges. Eliza's village banquet, once modest and quiet, grows loud with laughter and music. Thomas returns, weathered but unbroken, his hands full of wildflowers and stories. Their reunion isn't a fairy tale of grand gestures, but a testament to perseverance, the kind of love that has waited and worked for its place in the world, that knows where it belongs because of every day spent hoping. This transformation echoes a truth we all know deep down. Love is not only about the sudden moments of passion but about the continuous weaving of shared experiences, the small kindnesses that build a haven amid life's storms. Easter, in this light, becomes more than a date on the calendar. It is a symbol of endurance, a reminder that even after long winters, emotional or otherwise, our hearts can renew. To live this kind of love, you don't need grand settings or dramatic turns. Look around you. Notice the way morning light falls softly on a loved one's face. Cherish the quiet moments of connection when words aren't necessary. Open your heart to the possibility that romance can be found in everyday actions, sharing a cup of coffee, a written note, a reassuring smile. And what about those who faced heartbreak, who approach Easter feeling more alone than hopeful? This story offers gentle encouragement. Love's door is never truly closed. Healing happens in its own good time, and new love can surprise you when you least expect it, slowly, tenderly, like spring unfurling after a harsh winter. As you prepare this Easter, whether wrapping gifts, planning meals, or arranging flowers, hold space for love's quiet miracles. Maybe it is a moment of forgiveness shared, a new friendship blossoming, or the courage to reach out again. Remember, history has taught us that love's richest forms often rise from ordinary days and simple acts of faith. Before the celebration, Easter whispered promises. After, it sings songs of fulfillment and joy. And in the space between, it asks us to believe in second chances, in the resilience of our hearts, and in the power of love to rewrite our stories beautifully. So this Easter, let your heart be part of that timeless dance. Embrace the history woven into the holiday, but more importantly, open yourself to the romance that waits quietly in every renewal, every shared smile, every hand held in gentle reassurance. Love is there, waiting to grow with patience and courage, just like Eliza and Thomas's enduring bond. May your Easter be filled with hope that stretches beyond flowers and chocolates. May it be a day where love whispers softly in your ear, reminding you that the best stories are those lived with an open heart. SFX, birds_chirping_gentle_morning, for love, after all, is the ultimate renewal. It is the promise that no matter how tangled or tough the journey, spring will come again, and with it, the chance to find that special someone or rediscover the love you carry inside yourself. Happy Easter, and may your story find its own beautiful beginning and blossoming after. SFX, church_bells_distant, 3. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Hear us to love that grows, lasts, and fills every ordinary and extraordinary day with wonder. SFX, soft_piano_closing_chord, 5. As we move deeper into this tale, let us explore the everyday moments and rituals that breathe life into Easter romance. Before Easter arrives, there's a quiet hum of anticipation. Perhaps it's the soft rustling of spring dresses being ironed, or the careful selection of a gift tucked away, waiting for the perfect moment. The preparation itself carries a kind of magic, an unspoken promise that something beautiful is about to unfold. This before phase is where hope quietly takes root. It's the planning of that special day, the carving out of time for connection amid busy lives, and the small gestures that often go unnoticed but mean everything. Think about a handwritten note slipped into a breakfast plate, or a phone call that lingers just a little longer. These acts, subtle and tender, set the stage for love to grow in unexpected ways. Now, picture a young couple, Emily and Jacob. Their days are filled with the kind of ordinary challenges we all face: work deadlines, family obligations, worries that make the heart heavy. But as Easter approaches, they start to carve out moments just for each other, understanding that love often needs space to breathe and flourish. One afternoon, Emily finds a basket on her doorstep, filled with daffodils and a delicate hand-painted egg. Inside, a simple message invites her to a picnic beneath the blossoming cherry trees. It isn't grand or extravagant, but exactly right for them: intimate, heartfelt, and filled with unspoken affection. This is the beauty of before love stories: the promise, the anticipation, the delicate weaving together of hearts through small, meaningful exchanges. SFX, basket_being_placed_softly, to the picnic under those cherry blossoms becomes their sanctuary. A moment suspended in time where laughter and whispered dreams intermingle. Here, love's roots deepen, nourished by vulnerability and genuine connection. They share stories, hopes, even the quiet fears that sometimes make love feel so fragile. But in that shared space, each vulnerability becomes a brick in a foundation strong enough to hold them, sturdy enough to face whatever storms may come. And then comes the after. After the quiet anticipation, after the small, secret moments, there is the flowering, the visible, joyous blossoming of love that transforms not just the couple but the world around them. This might look like holding hands in the soft glow of an Easter sunrise, or a tender kiss exchanged among tulips and daffodils. For Emily and Jacob, Easter after that picnic becomes a celebration of their journey, reminding themselves that love isn't always about the fireworks, but about persistence, understanding, and a willingness to be present with one another. It's in the shared past and the hopes for the future, both held lightly in the palms of their hands. This before and after guide to Easter romance teaches us something essential: that love is a journey, not a destination. It unfolds over time, shaped by moments large and small. And it thrives when nourished with patience and kindness. So how can you bring this story into your own life this Easter? Start by embracing the little moments. Send a message to someone who makes your heart flutter. Gather small tokens of affection, a flower, a note, or even a shared glance that tell your love story without words. Prepare an experience that honors connection. Whether it's a simple meal together or a quiet walk beneath the trees just waking up to spring. Remember, love's power lies in simplicity and honesty. The grand gestures are beautiful, yes. But the everyday acts of tenderness are where love truly finds its home. SFX, gentle_wind_through_trees, 3 before Easter's festivities begin. Take a moment to reflect on the love you carry, whether it's blossoming, enduring, or waiting just beneath the surface. What stories have shaped you? What hopes do you hold for the future? These questions, like seeds, can grow into a romance that feels both timeless and fresh. As Easter dawns, let it be a celebration of not just tradition but transformation. Let it remind you that through every challenge and every quiet day, there is a chance to rediscover the beauty of connection. At its heart, Easter is a story of rebirth, not just for the earth, but for our hearts. It's a reminder that no matter how long the winter feels, love's spring will come. And when you share your love story this Easter, it won't just be a tale of two hearts. It will be part of a greater, timeless narrative where hope triumphs, where resilience is rewarded, and where love, in its most tender form, is the greatest gift of all. SFX, soft_singing_birds_in_background, for thank you for being part of this journey where history meets romance. And every heart finds its way home. SFX, light_breeze_